So, guys, welcome back again to my life. So, today we're talking on this issue, the main reason for the hardship of this country, which we all realize is no longer a new news to us, or we all know the reasons behind the hardship and why we are suffering this thing we are suffering now. But guess what? We are going to digest it now so we can know the main reasons for this hardship we are facing in this country. So, number one, I read this is the article we're going to work on, we're going to talk on this night. So, the report revealed biggest challenges facing Nigerians: high cost of living, insecurity, others top list. So we'll be talking on them now. And on that, even before this live, so before we start talking, I believe you already know the cost of hardship in this country. Number one of it to me, before I read these articles, I don't know what the article says, but before I read these articles, to me, I think the number one is insecurity. Because in a country where there is no security, they tend to be high level of poverty, they tend to be high level of criminal activities, and also they tend to be low level of productivity. Because people will not be scared to go and hustle or be scared to this and do that. So insecurity is number one for me, but I don't know what the article said. So let's read through. So high cost of living has been identified as the major challenges facing Nigerians. Hard cost of living, yes, and reasons to me also. Reason behind the high cost is because these days farmers are not allowed to go to their farm because they are always terrified and terrorized by the herdsmen and bandits, and thereby making us to have limited access to food crops, and that's why there's high cost because everybody would like to make gain and profit in this country. So they will tend to increase the little we see, they tend to increase the price at least to make gain because that's the essence of working. So the report released in July 2024 covering the 2023 fiscal year reveals that the most pressing issues affecting Nigerians, high cost of living, has 22.6% crime and insecurity. And okay, crime and insecurity has 19%. Yeah, while unemployment has 13%, and then corruption has 10%. So these are what they've said, or what I say that they've come up with, or the report have said that is the main issue of hardship. Okay, like Adeyemi Aken said in the comment section that insecurity is definitely causing high cost of living. Yes, like I said, to me, insecurity is number one cause of this hardship we are facing in this country. Thank you for commenting, Akin Adeyemi. And yes, like I said, insecurity is the number one thing that's causing high cost of living in this country. Because farmers don't go to their farm any longer. People hardly go to their business to even their own business because they are scared of being robbed. People don't travel these days for their business trips because they are scared of being kidnapped. Because the high level of kidnapping we have in this country is very high. Like it's very risky now to travel to another states for business trip or for anything. So I think high sensitivity should come first. But from the article I have here, high cost of living is still the highest, which has 22.6%, which they are also right. So also according to a document titled Corruption in Nigeria Patterns and Trends, prepared by the National Bureau of Statistics in partnership with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. Crime and insecurity took the second position and on the list of challenges facing Nigeria. Yes, crime and insecurity also takes up because let's take it down to our government. We all know what's happening in our government right now, from the state government to the federal, and then down to other angles. And we all know how crime have been the number one issue there. We all know how crime and corruption have been the number one issue that we're having in this country. And I think, yes, it's among the things causing high cost of living and causing hardship in this country. I think the government should do something about that. So let's keep on going. So these concerns are exacerbated by rising food and general inflation. So these concerns are exacerbated by rising food and general inflation rates, which have persisted from 2023 into 2024. Nigerians have expressed widespread dissatisfaction with government policies, citing struggles to meet daily necessities. Yes, because the government are not doing anything for us. The government, let me not tell the truth. For to me, I think I don't see anything the government is doing for us in this country because we provide for ourselves our own supply. We do everything for ourselves. We protect ourselves because the government cannot protect us any longer because this security in this country is too much. And like I posted the video, I went live, or I posted the video, yes, the video I put on this channel where Peter Mbak came out and was imposing tax on people using generator. He was imposing tax on people that was using solar energy, which means that in this country you cannot even provide for your own self because the generator is self like is someone that used to provide for themselves. You buy the generator, you buy the fuel, and then the government is coming out to impose tax on it. Then tell me how the government is helping us because the normal duty of the government is to protect and provide for the citizens. But in this country, you don't have citizens to pass supply, which is meant to be the government's duty. But the government, guess what, are imposing tax on people that have decided to do it willingly. People that have decided to help the government by buying for themselves solar energy so that they will not be depending on the government for power supply. And then the government have come out to actually impose bills on them. I think the people are having this conversation with even government before we can talk of insecurities. Because if I assume we had an ill government, well, assume we have a sane and a good government, we won't be facing insecurity first of all. That means our number one problem is the government. And I think that should be the one they need, but not even this high cost of living. Because what causes high cost of living is bad governance. So if even led administration fuel price hike has drawn criticism of disregarding the populace plight. Corruption remains a significant challenge with 52% of bribe sought directly by public officials. Seriously, this government are the problem we're having in this country. So 90% of the bribe paid in cash or money transferred and over 700 billion paid in 2023. Can you imagine bribe have killed this country? So Nigerians are battling with unemployment, especially as businesses have continued to shut down due to the correct economic hardship. So if you take all these issues I'm even listing here, all these people are living here, they are all connected and linked to the government because the government should provide work for the masses. The government should protect securities for the masses. The government should make life easy for the masses. The government are the ones who supposed to help the masses and to provide for them in employment wise. But guess what? Many youths are unemployed right now in Nigeria. Many youths are graduates with first class, but they have no job or anything to do. Many youths are good enough for a position, even in the politics. But guess what? Corruption have loomed and taken over into our country. And now the government are not even saying anything about making life of Nigeria better. Rather, Tinubu came out and said that if we want a better Nigeria, that we have to endure this hardship, and thereby, if we want to make Nigeria a better place, that we should accept the increase in fuel. This was what our president came up to tell us amidst the hunger and suffering in Nigeria. And yet, we think that government is not the problem of this country. Government is the number one problem of this country. So, Sarah reporters recently reported that 8 million business were shut down in 18 months. 8 million businesses. So tell me where employment will come from. Tell me how these youths that are graduates will get jobs from. Where 18 million of businesses shut down in 18 months between January 2023 and June 2024. Tell me how this government are not the problem of this country. So according to the national president of Association of Small Business Owners of Nigeria, the ASBON, Mr. Femi Egbesola, so he said that 18 million, is it 18 million? I'll be 8 million. Okay, 8 million businesses have shut down within 18 months. Let's check how many jobs that was lost within that 18 months. Do you know how many jobs that will be lost in that 8 million companies or business that were shut down in Nigeria? We all know about Shoprite and Abuja that have shut down. We all know about Innocent that left Nigeria to Ghana. We all know other companies that have shut down that gave jobs to Nigerians. But now they've lost the job because the companies are closed down. This is because of how our government are treating this our economy. That's why they go out to find greener pastures. And I don't blame them for going out, by the way, because if it was me, I have to go and look for where my business will boom. So government assurance to combat insecurity, kidnapping, and killing continue to plague the country. So failure of the government to plague and to minimize this kidnapping and killings have continued to plague and put troubles to this country. because insecurity have eaten up Nigeria every day by day. You can't hear that somebody travels peacefully again in this country. You are traveling, you are scared of being kidnapped, you are scared of being killed on the road. You are scared. People don't scared. People are no longer afraid of accident anymore. They are now scared of being kidnapped, scared of being killed by bandits, scared of being abducted and asked to pay for ransom. So the Tinubu administration investment in the security sector has yielded little progress. 3.2 trillion was allocated to security interventions within the first year of Tinubu's government, yet shortage of insecurity persists. 3.2 trillion was given to security sector. 3.2 trillion. When I don't say billion, I say 3.2 trillion was given to the security sector in Nigeria only when Tinubu was in office. So let's not take the one given when Buhari and Goodluck was in office. When Tinubu was in office, 3.2 trillion was given to the military sectors, and yet insecurity is number one spike in this country. So where are those money going to? That is the thing that the EFCC needs to venture in and investigate and not going after young boys trying to survive. 3.2 trillion was given to the security sectors in Nigeria, and yet the one issue having in Nigeria is insecurity. Bandits are now entering hospitals to kill people. Bandits are entering the hospital to kidnap nurses, to kidnap patients, and then ask for ransom. And yet, 3.2 trillion was given to security sector. Like, what kind of life are we living in Nigeria? What kind of life are we living here in Nigeria? These are my questions. What kind of life is this? So the significant expenditure has failed to translate into tangible improvement in safety and security for Nigerian citizens. The ongoing security crisis underscores the need for effective policy implementation, strategic planning, and accountability within the security sector. Because yes, they only to come out and then tell us how they're spending our money. Because I know how you come out and tell you that they gave you 3.2 trillion, and yeah, you cannot get modern facilities, you cannot get modern arms to fight insecurities. You cannot really tell me that they gave you 3.2 trillion naira and it's not enough for you to fight corruption in this country. Tell me what there is not want to do, and I think that's what our government needs to venture in, or EFCC should go and know how these people are spending our money. Because it's not that they give you 3.2 trillion just within a year, because people just came in last year and then they spend that amount of money in sectors. What have the government doing? So if the government can just curb insecurity, then we can start talking about making economy better. Because since insecurity is not being curbed or being reduced in Nigeria, there's no single way Nigeria will get better. There's no single way farmers can go to the farmland and farm. There's no single way people can travel for their business trips. There's no single way people can even do businesses anymore. Because once in some states and some communities, once it's 7 o'clock, they close shop. Once it's 6 o'clock, they close shop. Why? Because they're scared of being robbed. They are scared of being kidnapped. They are scared of being fired. They are scared of their properties being stolen. This is the life where we live in Nigeria. Life of fear, because everybody in Nigeria is now afraid to travel. You're scared. If you go here, you're scared. This one, you're scared. People are not scared because people are now robbing in order to survive in this country. Because there's no longer jobs in this country. If you're a youth in this country, there's no job for you. If you graduate in this country, no job for you. Let's take an instance, an engineering student that finished with first class in civil engineering. Tell me which company the person will be working with. Let's just take a student that finished computer science in Nigeria with first class. I love using first class because they claim that once I have come out first class, they will give you automatic job. But right now in Nigeria, it's a lie. Let's take computer science student that graduated with first class. Where would the person work? Let's talk about even medical students. Let's take nurses now that graduate. The main reason now why people in Nigeria are doing nursing is to leave the country, not even to work. Because after they live for 5 years, 6 years in Nigeria, where will they work? Which hospital now? We don't have anywhere equipped hospital in Nigeria. So tell me where all the nurses are going to work. Tell me where all these people are going to, all these graduates are going to work. These are the things that are raising alarm, but our government are giving deaf ears to this. And I think that's the main reason for this hardship in this country. But thank you for watching my life, and I'll see you guys in my next live. Tomorrow, stay tuned. We'll be discussing another critical matter tomorrow on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. This is the breaking news Nigeria today. We'll give you top gist and top news, verified news, because we'll give you the articles and to say that these news are verified. I'll see you guys in my next live. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here to my channel, like my video, and then stay tuned for our next section in this live. And then I'll communicate to you guys when it will hold, and then we can discuss rising matters in Nigeria. See you guys in my next live.